You don't go out. No, I don't. Can we all just take a moment right now? It's all gone. It's all gone. My hair was, you know how long my hair was. It was like down to here. It's gone. It's all gone, guys. I finally, if you watch my real talk, I talked about getting it cut. And this bow, my hair is so silky and soft. My God, the troubles and the struggles. The bow won't stay in nicely. Stay. Oh, I don't know what to do. It's like having a whole new head of hair. I just don't know what to do with it anymore. Anyway, moving on, by the way, I feel so liberated. We'll talk about it in a real talk, how liberated I feel to have all my hair cut off. I came across, now, back when I started traveling, I did 3 trips, one to Greece, one to Italy, and one to Eastern Europe. And I did handwritten diaries, which are in my childhood bedroom at home, waiting to be read out on camera one day because I know they'll just be hilarious. However, for my 3rd one, I got really high-techy and I went onto a website called getjealous.com where you could write your travel diary and share it with your friends. And I found it. And I thought we'd just give it a read. Oh God. Now, on this trip I went to Budapest and then I went down the coast of Croatia. I don't know how far I'm gonna get in this video, and I remember using, so I read day 1 when I found it, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna read anymore, I've gotta do this on camera. I was using a Hungarian keyboard, so there's a lot of typos, a lot. I was missing letters and everything was all over the place. Alright, let's jump straight into it. Day 1. Government strikes, swollen feet, and a pair of juicy peaches. See, I understood the art of clickbait, even with my friends and family. After my check-in at my hostel and well-needed shower, I made my way to the central market to try my hand at some of this Hungarian food which I'd read so much about. Had I read that much about it, Ali? Did you really? Really? The stalls were crammed with saffron, garlic, and paprika. A lot of paprika. Okay, to be fair, there was paprika everywhere. This was my first clue to what my meal may have tasted like. It can only be described as some meat, where the word meat is used loosely here. Wrapped in a leaf of some sort. Really good at describing things. What was in the side of my plate is anyone's guess. However, I thought I would just go along with what Tajir locals were having. 2 peaches later from a nice man in a hat to cleanse my palate, and I decided to gain my bearings on the pest side of Budapest, as this is the area I plan on exploring in quite some depth tomorrow. Ali, go. Look at the adventurous Ali, so young. I mean, this was a picture that I put up with the blog post of what I ate. It was not good. Not long after a trip to the supermarket, from cuts of meat and bread, I fell into my hostel in a zombie-like state. What a way to start day 2. Not as clickbaity. Day 2, exploring pest. This one wouldn't have got as many views. A quick update tonight as I have a bottle of red which is giving me the eye. When doesn't a bottle of red give me the eye? Oh God, it's so cringy, this part. Most people it seems go traveling. Oh God, I was a douchebag.
Traveling.
To get a snap or 2 of themselves with a famous building and getting blind drunk every single night. Sounds amazing! People also may ask why I spent the good part of my day considering the past of those not here anymore, because I went to the Holocaust Museum. To which I would reply, oh, no one asked me, Ali. No one asked you. You just want something to write. You're drunk. It's not just giving you the eye, that bottle of red. You have consumed it. Stop lying to everyone. I know drunk Ali. I know drunk Ali. This is drunk Ali. To which I would reply, I do not count the places I have seen. Instead, I store the memories I have created. Duat shocked myself with that one. Ah, you shocked all of us. Day 3. I started out today with plans of climbing up to Liberty Statue early, with a quick stop at the city market to grab some of those goddamn juicy peaches. With some bread and what I could only presume was cheese. Brackets, it was cheese. Phew. I'm still drunk. I'm still drunk. I'm still drunk. From the top of Gillette Hill, now I'm drunk. You was able to gain university student, soon to be a graduate. Panoramic view of Budapest, which was amazing, would recommend. I hope when I return home that the photos I take have come out as well as they look on the small display of my camera. Shortly afterwards, I went to the one attraction I was truly excited about, and that was Hospital in the Rock. If you go to Budapest, you have to, what the hell? If you go to Budapest, you absolutely have to go to Hospital in the Rock. It's incredible. You go on a tour and it's super cheap and it will blow your mind. Ali missed today, as this one is entitled Catching Up on the Events of the Past 2 Days. As I type this, I do apologise now if a random Z turns up, because this time I'm using a Hungarian keyboard where keys are all over the place. Wait a minute. I wasn't using a Hungarian keyboard before. In a nutshell, boat trip to Szentendre. I couldn't pronounce it when I bought the boat ticket then, I remember that, can't pronounce it now. Too much drinking and thermal baths. Oh my god, the thermal baths. Amazing. Yesterday I took a trip to Szentendre on a boat which took us down the Danube, passing some beautiful cabins up on stilts. There were big ones, fancy ones, and there were run-down ones. I decided that I would have the one that looks all beaten up, and along the 90-minute boat ride I imagined how I would decorate it, what colour it would be painted on the outside, and even what type of bed I would have. I still do that now. Oh god, it was a big contrast to the previous 3 days, which were packed with sights to see and museums to get engulfed in. So on that note, upon returning on the hostel, it was off for a beer, which ended up in lots of beers. Sat at the outside bar in the Hard Rock Cafe, I met a lovely Swiss couple and 2 young people from the Netherlands. We ended the night leaving the Hard Rock Cafe at 1 and seeing how a man would deal with finding his way back to a hostel. Let's just say not a good attempt, yet hilarious to be a spectator wandering behind. I remember them, I'll never forget those 2 people ever. Blah-de-blah. However, the weirdest thing happened this morning. I knew that there were 2 guys who checked in, apparently from Birmingham. I finally met them whilst making breakfast, and guess whereabouts in Birmingham they were from? Only Selly Oak, where I was born. Anyway, no drinking for Ali tonight, a lazy night for now, watching Friends in Hungarian. It is a sign when you can watch it and the whole time speak the English words over the Hungarian voiceover because she spent too much time watching Friends at university. Relatable. Right, so at this point I moved on to Croatia and arrived in Zagreb. After my arrival in Croatia after no sleep, however, the gaining of 2 new friends who I had the privilege of sharing a carriage with and who I also wished to meet up with, one I head down to Split. Anyway, Ali's still drunk. Oh yeah, I went to the Croatia v Ireland Euro 2012 match. Ah, look at me! Jesus. Still drunk. I've got such an attitude. And this is another entry, Plitvice late. If you ever go to Croatia, you've got to see him. Insane. Okay, I'm going to try and catch up on my vlog because some people are getting impatient. Some people. Blah blah blah, Plitvice late, yes, very very good. Point to note, on our way back to the hostel we got grabbed by a bunch of Irish guys, and I mean they literally picked us up and ran down the road. True. What we learned from this, never refuse a drink from an Irish man and his 20 drunk friends. You see, now giving great advice, back then giving great advice. Planning the all-nighter, I see a theme. I see a really big theme. Okay, so today it felt as though my calves had split in half, so me and Ali decided to do a couple of touristy things and grab a massive kebab in preparation for the pub crawl and all-nighter we thought would be a good idea the day before getting a long bus ride down the coast. Actually, it was a pretty sweet night. Beers and shots were flowing. I beat a cocky American gut station and I at his own game and ended up at the wrong hostel on the other side of town. But we made it to the bus station. Granted, I looked hanging. Sorry, liver. I'm genuinely sorry. Oh my god. On the night I met 2 lovely Canadian girls. Yes, I did, and you'll always be in my heart. We're in Zadar now, one of my favourite places in Europe. I had to join them and see what Zadar nightlife had to offer. We decided to salute the sun in our own way with pivo. This was probably not the best idea with a boat trip the next morning. Ali. You see, some people might watch my vlogs and, you know, we can have a couple of beers now and again. Like now we may go out for a couple of beers once or twice a week, but I have learned not to drink before a big bus travel or boat travel or any kind of movement. I actually don't like drinking that big anyway, because I don't like waking up like that. So don't think I haven't done it. It's just not documented on, you know, the YouTube, but...
I hate the guys for making me go out last night. It's my choice to drink, but I've never drank that much. I can't remember the last time I would have. We woke up, Scott's just threw up again. We are on our way to Queenstown feeling like this, and it's all our fault, so no sympathy.
So don't think I've had a wild time on my travels, believe me, and this is a public diary, so it'll be very interesting going home and reading my like personal diaries. But yeah, I think this is a very long video. I'm gonna cut it here. If you would like a part 2 to see how drunk Ali does get, or if you enjoyed this at all, then let me know. I have no idea what I've said. Just remember, I just got very, very drunk. Alright, I will see you in a couple of days. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all our PsychoTraveller links are down there. Don't get drunk now. Not really, I wish. Bye!